Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Wait, why are children listening to this show? Probably a bad idea. All right, people who are listening to the show, yes, you can do that. But yeah, this is the news of the squared, or the squared of the news, or the squared news, and I don't know. I'm looking for interns. Where the hell are interns go? I know Mike Edwin's around here somewhere. We used to have Scott. Scott seems to have disappeared. I think he's in a cabin in the wilderness. I'm not sure.
He's getting out of New York City. We know that.
Is he that? Okay.
Escape from New York, just like Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
I think he's got the eye patch, too.
I think Aaron Rodgers is our intern this week, right?
Well, he's going to be, have a free schedule next couple months. So
yeah, better known as Tom Brady's bitch. Yes. But with me is Ivan Rivera.
Hey.
Mike Boyle.
Hey.
As usual, Mike Edwin is on assignment, as usual. And, yeah, I think Tom Brady's bitch is probably our intern this week. I don't know. Who knows? All right, we got news this week. We actually have it's funny. Mike said exactly what I was thinking when I saw this first story, which is
the day after we record.
It never fails. It never fails. The day after we get like one of these.
Mm-hmm.
After you, sir.
Oh, okay. You let me do it? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Right. This article's from Penn Live. Okay, well, this is a follow-up because we have had stories about Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop website and her crazy shit that she sells, which is non-holistic bullshit. But apparently one of her vagina candles has exploded in a woman's living room. It was might say it was quite the goop up. So a candle named "This Smells Like My Vagina," a product sold by Gwyneth Paltrow's lifestyle brand Goop, reportedly exploded in the living room of an unsuspecting British woman.
Oh my God!
So the Sun.
Yeah, but was it good? Was it good for her?
Yeah, there were fireworks. All right.
Other ways to get lit up.
Yeah. The Sun reports that Jodie Thompson of Kilburn, North London, was taken by not a little surprise when the spontaneous combustion occurred. Now, upon its explosion, the candle reportedly erupted in large flames with bits flying everywhere.
Oh my God.
So luckily, Thompson and her partner, David Snow, were able to mitigate the situation and toss the faulty vagina candle out the front door.
Maybe they found the clitoris.
Oh my God, that's one hell of an orgasm. Okay.
Yeah, the candle found something.
I'm burning out of control.
So this Smells Like My Vagina candle, which sells for $75 off their website, is one of the quirkier products off of Goop, but certainly not the quirkiest. There's the LV Trainer, the device that's meant to work out one's pelvic floor in a way that's incredibly easy, surprisingly fun, and discreet. And the device is priced at a modest $200. So and the article gets another bit. Speaking of feng shui, while Thompson's house was momentarily in shambles, she and her partner fortunately remained unharmed. It could have burned the place down, said Thompson. It was scary at the time, but funny looking back at Gwyneth's vagina candle exploded in my living room.
Or it could be just cleverly said that Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina exploded up in her living room.
A candle that smells like her vagina. So
okay.
But thank goodness, nobody got hurt, and just $75 for a candle though. I know, like Yankee candles are sometimes you can find them on sale for like $30, but I'm saying that's pretty much my ceiling, because like Christmas time, I have like a pine one that I like to.
Well, no, this one goes all over the place, just not the ceiling.
Yeah, right. So that happened. Thanks, Gwyneth, the gift that keeps on giving. From Goop. And
maybe she was playing Coldplay at the time.
Yeah. No foreplay on this. No foreplay in this candle.
Wasn't that was the guy she was married to, right? The guy from Coldplay.
Coldplay.
Right?
I see what you did there.
Right. No. Well, maybe it got turned on, and maybe they played like clocks, and it just went.
Oh.
So yeah, that happened. Congratulations, Healthy. So.
Exploding China
I mean,
candle.
did it smell? So did the house then smell like?
Then they had to air it out, and then you got neighbors who were like, "What's going on over there?"
Forget neighbors. Think about this. What about like the fire department?
Fire department's gonna go walk up there. They're gonna wonder why.
I'm sure the fire department has encountered stranger shit than this.
Yeah, but it's like it smells like pussy in here.
Yeah, it smells like someone was having a good time.
Yeah,
it smells like some very clean pussy up in this building. Okay.
You know who was having a really good time, and I don't. This story was before our friend Mr. Trump left. I don't think that this actually happened.
No.
So apparently, Tiger King star Joe Exotic booked a limousine ahead of his expected pardon from Donald Trump.
Yep, he had a limo waiting.
Limo waiting.
He was fully anticipating a full pardon from Donald Trump.
I think he had a better shot of getting that exploding candle from Gwyneth Paltrow than getting a pardon from Donald. And in fairness, that list that Donald Trump had out there is pretty crazy.
I don't think they'd allow vagina candles in his jail cell.
Well,
they could have used that as explosive.
Exactly.
Blow up the side of the wall and get escape.
Well, I wasn't thinking that. I was just thinking that it would be marking territory and everybody would know whose bitch he was. But okay. But yeah. So Joseph Maldonado Passage, aka Joe Exotic, was expecting a pardon from Donald Trump. Made famous by the Tiger King miniseries. He had been very public about seeking his pardon. And apparently they spotted SK4. What channel? From Dallas. I guess this is in Texas. Here we go. There is an update on the fact that he did not get a pardon. We'll get to that in a second. But his legal, he spotted a limousine to pick him up from prison outside, according to from his attorney's office. Apparently, So Joe Exotic thought he was going to get pardoned by Donald Trump, and so he had a limo ready to go. But alas, Joe Exotic did not get a pardon by Donald Trump.
In fact, there's a lot of people that didn't get pardoned that everybody was expecting to get pardoned.
Blagojevich got pardoned, but not Joe Exotic. So
So Joe Exotic has since slammed the president for not giving him pardon last Wednesday. Netflix's Tiger King star was expecting clemency from Trump and even had a stretched limo standing by outside the prison in Fort Worth, Texas. Trump handed out 73 pardons and 70 commutations to an assortment of white-collar criminals, cronies, and rappers, such as Lil Wayne and Kodak Black, but not to the infamous Zookeeper. I was too innocent and too gay to deserve a pardon from Trump, says 57-year-old Joe Exotic, wrote on Twitter. Wait a minute. He has, I guess, someone who handles his Twitter account. I only mattered to Don Jr. when he needed to make a comment about me to boost his social media post. Boy, were we all stupid to believe he actually stood for equal justice. His corrupt friends all come first. Exotic is serving a 22-year sentence for participating in a murder-for-hire plot and violation of wildlife laws. Donald Trump Jr. said during a radio interview last April that Exotic's sentence sounded aggressive and jokingly said he was going to advocate for a pardon. Later that month, during a press conference, Trump said he would take a look at Exotic's case. So Exotic's
both of which he lied to like everybody else.
Exotic's arch rival, zoo owner Carol fucking Baskin, took a victory lap on Fox News on Wednesday. She says, "I'm taking a deep breath because I feel such a sense of relief," said Baskin, who a judge awarded Exotic's Greater Wynwood Exotic Animal Park. Yeah, she came out on top in that whole Tiger King series. From the very first time that he was sentenced, I have worried about there being a presidential pardon that could undo all of the hard work that went into bringing this person to justice. When today at noon a new president was sworn in, I felt like I was finally safe from that threat.
Because I'm Carol
Fucking
Baskin.
In September, Exotic sent a handwritten letter to Trump pleading for a pardon. If I have ever looked up to anyone, it would be you, he wrote. Not because I need you to save my life, but because you stand for what you believe no matter what anyone thinks. I am begging you to listen to the millions who see the truth. Allow me to make you proud, to make America proud, and to make the world proud. Be my hero, please. And Trump was like, no. It's like, what's that line from The Watchmen? Like, Joe Exotic will scream for help, and I will answer no.
What do you think that looked like? You think Trump was like, who's Joe Exotic?
I think right when the pandemic hit, right when Tiger King, I think someone in the press asked him if he was watching it or something. Right when last year when the pandemic hit, someone was like,
I think that
someone might have asked him if he was watching.
Yeah, he was actually watching the show.
But it's the part where it's like, you think, I mean, we all know Trump doesn't have an attention span. You think he remembers any of that? No. Like Joe Exotic, I think I met him when I was banging Stormy Daniels.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
seems like a nice guy. I'm gonna look into it. And that was the end of it. So
yeah,
I
know.
I say he should have. If he had smuggled in one of Gwyneth Paltrow's candles, he could have used it to escape.
Yep.
But, it could have exploded, burned down his jail cell, and he would have escaped.
Yeah, just take one of the walls out. Yeah. Of course, you got to be careful, because the prison was in Texas, and if he breaks out in Texas, there's no, guarantee if they see him running that he's, gonna.
Oh, that he doesn't become target practice.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was gonna say if he breaks out in Texas, quite frankly, they'll get him because whether it be the actual people at the jail or the people on the street passing by.
Right.
Meow. So,
next story, please.
Next story. All right. So Colombia's cocaine hippos must be stopped, scientists warn.
Oh.
Really? That's not a laugh from Ivan about cocaine hippos?
I'm sorry, I got distracted. I'm sorry. One more time with feeling.
Oh, no. Forget it. We'll go along with this. So apparently, Ivan, Colombia is dealing with cocaine hippos, and they must be stopped.
What?
Pablo Escobar's hippos. Okay, so these are Pablo Escobar's hippos are taking over the marshlands of Colombia and need to face the same fate as their late owner before they become impossible to control, scientists have warned. So the so-called cocaine hippos were illegally imported to the country by the notorious drug lord who was shot dead by authorities in 1993. But the rapidly breeding beasts have grown to become the largest invasive species on the planet and could reach dangerous numbers in the next 2 decades. Nobody likes the idea of shooting a hippo, but we have to accept that no other strategy is going to work. When Escobar was killed, the authorities took control of his 7,000-acre estate, including a personal zoo. While most animals found homes elsewhere, 4 hippos escaped. With no real predators, there are anywhere from 80 to 100 descendants of Escobar's former pets.
They got busy.
Terrorizing the country's lake and rivers, the Telegraph reported. Scientists have projected the hippo population could surge to 1,500 by 2024.
Crap.
Wow, chicka, wow, chicka, wow.
Sounds like we need a new wildlife expert. Maybe we could pardon Joe Exotic and make him the hippo king instead.
So here's the best part. Apparently, so here's the skinny on all this. The hippos pose a threat to natural wildlife since their urine and feces are toxic.
Whoa.
Potentially sicking other species, even humans.
Whoa.
Oh, that's not good.
David Echeverria Lopez, a government environmentalist, environmentalist said that they're racing to castrate the critters before they take over. Hey, you can't do that. No castrations. That's just mean.
Who's going to turn them over?
Yeah, I'm not doing it. No way.
No.
Joe Exotic.
Okay.
Joe Exotic. What part of Joe Exotic if he'll do all that?
Come over here, Mr. Hippo.
Let's see. So, according to this...
We'll take you there. And I take off your testicles right here.
According to the government official Lopez, these hippos have become part of our local identity, but time is running out. He says that relocation might have been possible 30 years ago when there were only 4 hippos. Castration could have also been effective if his officials had provided sufficient resources for the program early on, but now a cull is now the only option. Dun, dun, dun.
I got it. A series of strategically placed vagina candles should do the trick.
Yep.
So we'll have them sit on them? We'll light them up and they'll sit on them.
Man, oh man. I told
I like it though. That's nice.
I mean, this right. See, right away, this whole episode's already got a different feel. It's like we've had this like lull in the stories like during the holidays, and now I feel like it's picked up because it's like this is the kind of news of the Spirit Show we're talking about. Like
that's right. We're back in business.
Yeah, I mean, wax vagina candles and Joe Exotic and cocaine hippos, and this next story fits right in with Is that what
you're telling me?
Yeah, this next story feeds right into all of it. You want to do this? You want to do the honors, Mike, or should I?
I'll take care of this one here. Now, it's been a while since we had a sex robot story, so
or sex doll story. Yeah, absolutely,
sex dolls, I guess, robots, whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. Well, bodybuilder has now cheated on his sex doll wife with a bizarre object while she's getting repaired.
What?
Was it a goop candle? It has to be a goop
Maybe. There might have been a goop candle involved. We're not sure. Yuri Tolochko from Kazakhstan married his doll Margot last November after saying he fell in love when he spotted her at a nightclub, but he had to send her away for repair after breaking before Christmas. Because he's bodybuilder. The article is from the Mirror. You can see the dude's cut. He's a bodybuilder, so I'm sure he was getting a little excited probably and broke her. So the bodybuilder who married a sex doll cheated. But he revealed Margot had broken days before Christmas and had sent her away for repair. Or whatever you call it. In the meanwhile, he posted a video on Instagram of himself touching a silver object with small ridges in nothing but his underwear, reports the Daily Star. He's told his 99,000 followers, "Looks like I've got a new passion." And one follower replied, "Hey, are you cheating on your wife?" And he said, "Maybe," adding, "I can't stand while she's in the hospital." She wasn't in the hospital. She was in a shop.
In the hospital? She's not in the hospital.
It's a repair shop.
He commenting on the video. Yuri also insisted that his followers it was wonderful.
So that's so far fetched, though.
Yuri
they do have doll.
I'm sorry, Ivan.
They do have doll hospitals.
The doll hospital. Yeah, that's where he went. Yuri tied the knot with Margot at a ceremony attended by dozens of guests in November.
Did they include Raggedy Ann and Andy?
He paid plastic surgeons to enhance her looks. Apparently, the factory settings weren't good enough.
Was she performance enhanced?
Well,
did he get the premium package?
He met her at a nightclub, and the pair were due to get married in March this year before the coronavirus pandemic threw the world into turmoil. The ceremony was delayed a second time after he was attacked during a transgender rally in the Kazakh city of Almaty on October 31st. However, the pair had since settled into married life. And he's got disturbing pictures of him with no shirt on, and it's like, wow.
Okay, this is
Here's
weird.
one where he's on the beach. He's on the beach with this doll, and the doll's they're both like in a reclining chair facing away from the ocean. And she's in a
Who
bikini.
knew?
And wow.
Who knew that Kazakhstan was the happening place?
I mean,
apparently.
Well, it's also sad. It's sad. Because, dude can't have any interaction with a real woman. No, he's got to go ahead and hang out with this bot.
In a way, he's smart because he cheated on his wife, and guess what? No divorce, no child support, no alimony, no repercussions from cheating on his object wife with another object.
That must be a very satisfying relationship.
How can we use this guy to help with the hippo crisis in Colombia? How can we use his skills and resources to
if he could
quell
break,
the situation?
He could break his wife, he could probably go ahead and if he could break his wife, he can probably turn the hippos over if he's got that kind of power.
Yeah, help castrate him. Yeah, he's a bodybuilder. He should be able to turn him over. Yeah,
that's right. You can turn him over and castrate him. There you go. And then after that, he'll put the candles on top of the hippos, and they'll explode, and they'll all smell really nice, and they'll never know the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, here's something that I think would have been helpful. Now, in fairness, I will tell you that this particular article is 4 years old, but I felt we must talk about this. Sex Stack will expand your sexual horizons.
So, okay, well, explain to us, what is a sex stack?
Well, that's what I'm getting to, which is, so sometimes apparently sex gets boring. Our hands are raised as we've been there over different times of 20 years of marriage. This is where Sex Stack comes in, and we hope you will as well. The easiest way to describe Sex Stack is Jenga with a twist for your sexual intimacy.
Okay.
So we had Jenga.
Sex Jenga.
All right, Sex Jenga.
The name of the game is not to have the stack topple on you when it's your turn. But before you get there, you have to pull a block out and perform a sexual activity on your spouse.
Oh, okay.
Here's where it gets interesting. You and your spouse are going to be challenged to do foreplay activities you have never even thought about. Apparently this is a count for the people who played it. They first played the game. They were uncomfortable. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, enough of the uncomfortable. Okay, here are a few of the 132 activities you'll be challenged with.
Jesus.
Does one of them say, "Can I peg you with this Jenga chip"?
I don't know. Again, this is I want to go look up and see what some of these cards are, but apparently, some of the stuff is confess to your partner the clothing they look the hottest in. Now have them go put it on. Have your partner hide this piece somewhere in the room. No peeking. Find the piece by playing hot and cold with orgasm sounds. Starting with a partner's forehead, the male kisses his way down to her breasts, and many, many more. Let's see if we can get a listing of the cards.
There you go. Valentine's Day is coming up. Yeah.
Yeah. Gift idea for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Don't buy a candle. This is much safer than a candle.
There you go. Does one of the chips? Do you have to put one of the chips in the freezer before you put it on top of the Jenga pile?
So it is apparently on Amazon right now. You could get it for about $30. Okay. Let's see if we can get a list of questions somewhere. Let me see if I can find a list of questions. I'm working on it here.
Juicy Jenga, does it come with a Gwyneth Paltrow vagina candle? Oh,
I don't think so, but it should.
No, this is much safer than a candle. These blocks don't explode. So.
No, but the sayings on the blocks are probably more dangerous.
Hold on a second. I'm trying to find it. Hold on a second. It's funny. When I'm seeing this, I see something that says dirty Jenga commands. Dirty Jenga commands. That's hysterical.
Oh,
okay, dirty Jenga.
Hysterical.
Oh, somebody made their own, like, on their own, how to make okay, wait, here's a do-it-yourself version.
Knockoff.
Here's a do-it-yourself version, which is, like, just a peck, make out, underwear off, kiss anywhere of their choice, kiss anywhere of your choice, give a hickey, take a shot, take a body shot. What else is there?
Pig your friend.
Again, this is from 2013. But again, I only heard about this. I only heard about this the other day. That apparently this is a real thing. Like, let's see, lick whipped cream off of body part of their choice. Lick whipped cream off lick whipped cream off your choice. Go again. Give special kisses for 30 seconds. I'm looking to see if there's anything like Ivan's talking about. Get in the shower for 5 minutes. Break out a toy, their choice. I guess it could be the Jenga piece.
Well, yeah. Retrieve butt plug from.
See, now here's one, like, for example, that would be a no well for me, which is 33. Number 33. Tie them to the bed and pick again. No. The hell is that?
No, handcuff them to the bed rails and tickle them with a feather.
I'm trying to see if there's any. My favorite, I think the best is number 54. Knock it over and get busy.
But no tickle it with an ice cube.
No, that's there.
Tickle it with an ice cube is there.
Hold on a second. It is. I saw something about an ice cube. Hold on a second. Let me find it. Where did it go? Give a mouth an ice massage until it's melted.
Oh my god.
Dry hump you on top 2 minutes. Dry hump them on top 2 minutes. Well, okay, so the long and short of it is, apparently sex Jenga is a thing. Perhaps the gentleman in Kazakhstan needs to try it. I would say you get your goop candle with the vagina, and, really in reality, Joe Exotic would be your man for this. But there that's
you go.
Me.
You can go ahead and you can peg him with the juicy Jenga.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
You just grab your, cheat on your sex robot girlfriend.
Yeah.
With a silver item.
Yeah.
So I pulled this next one, and I'll let Mike go to the next one after this. So apparently, they pulled it.
What's that?
The next story that we had, but so the long and short of it is, because I read it, it's from The Week. Apparently, when Biden got into office, he removed a button that Donald Trump had in his Oval Office, in which what the button did was Trump pressed the button, and somebody came in and brought him a Diet Coke.
Yeah, I can read the article here. I've got it on my site.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. When former President Donald Trump occupied the Oval Office, he quite literally had a button on his desk that ordered a Diet Coke to the room whenever it was pressed. But as a glimpse of President Biden's desk just hours after his inauguration shows, the soda summoning button is gone. This is from Tom Newton Dunn's Twitter. Says, President Biden has removed the Diet Coke button. When at Shippers Unbound and I interviewed Donald Trump in 2019, we became fascinated by what the little red button did. Eventually, Trump pressed it, and a butler swiftly brought in a Diet Coke on a silver platter. It's gone now. While it may have sounded just too weird to be true, Trump's Diet Coke obsession and his button to match were absolutely real. No word on if Biden will install some kind of ice cream ordering or alternative or something. So, okay, Jeff, so you're the president of the United States. You get a beverage summoned by pushing a button on the desk at the Oval Office. What beverage appears?
Fuck that. There's like 12 buttons.
You're the president.
Kidding me?
You're the goddamn president.
Are you kidding me? There's like a rack of
There's
like a rack of buttons. Like this one's for pizza. This one's for ice cream. This one's for Jack Daniels. This one's for Diet Coke. This one's for PB&J. I mean, dude.
He's gonna have a fucking console, man.
Yeah.
I mean, half the reason I pulled this story is it's like certain people are like sitting there going, "Really, you have a button for Diet Coke?" It's like, dude, we're Americans. Are you kidding me? There should be a button. It's like this is the ultimate lazy American dream.
Yeah,
I mean, there should be.
It's like the fat people in WALL-E.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, there should be a button that comes in where they bring in chips and salsa. Are you fucking kidding me?
I just have a Pepsi button. Maybe a Three Musketeers button.
Dude.
Ivan, what would be your button of choice for beverage or a food item?
I would have to have a console.
You too.
All of the directly to all of the great pizza places like Lou Malnati's. I would have a Lou Malnati's pizza button. I would have a DeVito's pizza button. I would have a John's pizza button. Let's see. I would have a Grand Avenue Strip House button. I would definitely have like Pepsi.
I'm
surprised
a lot of buttons. Let me tell you, lots of buttons.
I'm surprised they didn't have the button that like brings in the dancing girls.
I gotta have a McDonald's breakfast button.
Yeah, we know McDonald's was brought in a lot in the. I know Bill Clinton liked McDonald's too.
You know, I like McDonald's. It makes me feel my pain when I'm dealing with Hillary.
McDonald's, man.
If I had a Monica button.
I probably did have an intern button. Yeah.
A Whopper.
I'm surprised Trump didn't have an intern button. Or a porn star button. It's like, okay, I need a porn.
He had the porn star button, but it was positioned under the desk.
Hey,
so
maybe that's a possibility.
While we're on political news, and because the White House stenographer, the congressional stenographer, has to write this down, so it is in the record books. Just 2 days after U.S. President Joe Biden was inaugurated, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer took to the Senate floor to announce the soon-to-be-delivered articles of impeachment. And during his speech, the Democratic New Yorker had a major slip of the tongue. In a nearly 2-minute-long clip that was streamed live on C-SPAN on January 22nd, Schumer reported that the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, intended to deliver the articles to the Senate, which I think were delivered today. He said, and when the trial ends, senators will have decided if they believe Donald John Trump incited the erection against the United States. He quickly corrected himself. He said insurrection. But so that is now in the record books. Erection.
Let it be noted that this is the first time that Donald Trump has...
Donald Trump couldn't incite an erection if his life depended on it.
I said, let it be noted that this is the first time that he has incited an erection amongst the public. There you go.
You have to push a button or nothing.
Yeah. He didn't even have to push his button.
No, he just happened to open his mouth. And
Now that would be something if the White House had an erection button. I just push this button here and I get an erection.
That would have been Clinton.
Hello.
I'm pretty sure that was Clinton.
No, Clinton would have had the erection button.
You know it, baby. Woohoo!
Come here, Monica Lewinsky.
That's the worst.
I feel your...
God.
Monica, I feel your pain.
I'd like a cigar.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's a cigar button and then there's a Lewinsky button.
Yeah.
And then there's the button that if you push them at the same time, they both show up together. Yeah. There you go.
Combo tie, because you're hitting then like button jamming, hitting button mashing Nintendo. Get me ball, get me real quick.
Yeah, really.
It turns into a game of whack-a-mole.
Yeah, or maybe there's if you have enough of those buttons, there's a secret thing like the Contra thing, like the up, down thing.
Yeah, the secret Contra code.
It brings you. Yeah, and it brings you, like, I don't know, hooch or some shit like that. I have no idea.
Exploding vagina candle, maybe.
Yeah, that's what it brings you, is an exploding vagina candle.
Yeah, I gotta be careful. Yeah, don't mess up the code.
The video machine.
All right, next story, Jeff.
All right. Half the reason I got this story, and if you go to the Squares page, Mike, what the fuck is with this guy's eyes?
He's a little cross-eyed.
Yeah, a little?
A little. Just a little.
Just a little. I mean, half the reason I posted this, I was like, it's funny anyway. But I mean, this guy's. It's like, okay, this is a bad. On top of being a bad mugshot, he's like looking all over the place. It's like, okay.
His left eye is looking at his right ear.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
there used to be a silent movie actor by the name of Charlie Chase who was cross-eyed. If anybody wants to reference that obscure sensibility, yeah, Charlie Chase.
It's just been a while since I've seen anybody, yeah. So it was kind of one of those things where on top of reading, there's this picture and I just started laughing. It was so here's the story, which is hotel housekeeper took woman's panties from guests, left a note with a phone number, police say. A 20-year-old man accused of stealing property from hotel guests took pairs of women's underwear and left a note with his phone number, police documents said. The police responded to a burglary at the Riverside Hotel Casino that occurred Saturday, January 16th. Officers learned a housekeeper, later identified as Trevor Cross-Eyed Savick, from Fort Mojave, Arizona, stole property and clothing items from guests, the police said. A group of girls staying at the property told police they had returned to their hotel room after the soccer tournament to find a note that says, "Text me if you want your panties back."
Oh my God.
Was it an animal, huh? The note also had a phone number on it and a hand-drawn heart. Aww. The arrest report said.
That's the thing I want to get the creep.
This is the next Hallmark movie, I think.
Yeah, with Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders, yeah.
So a set of AirPods was also missing.
I'm Colonel Sanders.
Savick had been assigned to service the room, and the number left on the note was the phone number listed in the employee records. When the police contacted Savick, he admitted to taking the wireless earbuds, but not the underwear. Investigators said. Dun, dun, dun. He also demanded nude photos from the victims in return for their belongings. He faces charges of burglary, extortion, use use or permitting a minor as a subject of sexual portrayal, and child abuse of neglect. That's what I thought when they said about. That's what I thought when they said about underage girls. I was like, uh-oh.
Yep.
Not underage girls, but they were talking about girls coming back from a soccer tournament. I'm like, uh-oh.
Nope.
This is not going to end well.
But they should have known exactly who did it. It's the cross-eyed fucker. That's who it is.
That's right, the cross-eyed man. This is like from The Fugitive, the one-armed man. Nope, it's the cross-eyed man.
Yeah, I mean, it's who's the most possible? I mean, it's one of those where it's like, who did it? Well, how about the cross-eyed guy? He
doesn't at all look like a sexual deviant. No way.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Our apologies to all cross-eyed listeners.
I got some panties. I can go ahead and give them back to you if you text me your number.
Actually, he can't give them back to him anymore because the goop candle exploded.
He was.
That's the button Trump should have had. I press the button and the panties come off, or panties show up. I don't know. All right, Mike. What else we got?
He should have had a button. He should have had a button to summon the goof to bring him the panties along with his Diet Coke and a vagina candle.
All right, Mike. What else we got?
Here's one's from the Daily Mail. A geologist has found a rock that looks like the Cookie Monster. This story's on the Squares page. You can see it's a lump of volcanic rock discovered in Brazil, which looks like the Sesame Street's Cookie Monster. The unusual rock was recovered from the Rio Grande Sol do do Sul region near Soledad in Brazil. The two parts of the rock combine to create the perfect egg shape, but when they are split in half, the deep blue quartz crystals bear an uncanny resemblance to the Cookie Monster.
Whoa. The Cookie Monster and his cousin Nookie Monster.
Yeah. Mike Bowers from California, who specializes in such rocks. Yes, he's the Mike Bowers. I'm the Muppet consultant rock specialist. It was recovered in November last year, and due to its rarity, could be worth as much as $10,000.
Wow!
Whoa, how many cookies?
That's a lot of cookies.
Oh, me like money for cookies.
Mr. Bowers said, "I think this is probably the most perfect Cookie Monster out there. I've seen others, but here you have it complete, both sides." Lucas Passari is actually the one who found it. This is very unusual. There are a few famous agates out there, the owl, the sick, the scared face. There are many approximate ones, but rare to find clear, well-defined like that. Mr. Bowers uploaded a video featuring this newly acquired rock, along with a soundtrack taken from the Sesame Street, where Cookie Monster sings about the letter C.
Oh. You know, there was speaking of Cookie Monster, this is just a little somber situation. Was a wish for a child, and who was no longer on this plane. And after his ceremony, the mother got permission from the Children's Television Workshop, and she was able to have a professional come down and put a picture of Cookie Monster on his urn, and just beautifully detailed, wonderful story. I mean, it was a kid who loved Cookie Monster, was autistic. He was 17, and so it was just that type of a thing where it was a doll that he had loved through all his life and everything like that. So yeah, a lot of stories about Cookie Monster. Good on him.
Yeah, but this you can see the picture on our Squares page. The article is there, and then at least he's smiling, and he's got the two eyes, and
wow,
that's
amazing.
It's pretty on. It's $10,000 for a Cookie Monster. I'll draw a picture, and I can get a marker and draw a picture on the rock, and maybe get a little bit extra. Give me a.
Oh, there you go. Are you going to do the knockoff market for him?
Yeah.
There we go.
So yeah. Okay. See, we got any more stories here? Let's see what left.
We got a couple more.
Okay.
You had one about what's his name, Gordon Ramsay.
The Hell's Shop.
Where does it go? Where did it go?
Gordon Ramsay. Kitchen.
Okay. Yeah, from Hell's Kitchen. So Gordon Ramsay pokes fun at a vegan TikToker after she told him that eating meat was wrong.
Okay.
Good luck with that one.
Okay.
Celebrity chef Gordon Ramsay has poked fun at a vegan TikTok star. Why would you even? If you're Gordon Ramsay, who gives a shit about a vegan TikTok? Who gives a shit about a TikTok star?
Maybe she.
Fucking...
maybe she tagged him. Maybe she instigated.
Maybe. After she wrote a song about him, in which she shames him for his meat eating ways. I still wouldn't give this woman any fucking credit. Anyway, the TikTok user, the vegan teacher, whose real name is Caddy Gickermeyer, posted a song on social media platform in which she slams the British chef for eating meat. Yet this did not have the intended effect, as the Hell's Kitchen star responded by posting a video of him enjoying a beef burger. He also called the vegan social media star a donut. While playing the ukulele, the very strict vegan sang, "Eating animals is wrong, Gordon Ramsay. Hurting animals is wrong, Gordon Ramsay. Share this song. If you call me a donut, that's..." She says, share the song, and if you call me a donut, that's fine, as long as you're vegan from now on. In response, Ramsay posted a clip of himself spitting out a lettuce leaf and then went on to call her a vegan donut, and then bit into a beef burger enthusiastically.
This is on his official Instagram. You can see it.
Yeah, as of writing of this article, it had been shared a whopping 42.7 million times and defended by his fans. Well, there's two comments that they give. I'm giving you the second one because the first one isn't funny. The second one is, not all heroes wear capes, some wear aprons.
Okay.
Apparently, this vegan teacher has garnered quite media attention. The primary school teacher turned into self-proclaimed animal rights activist. She received intense backlash when she said she didn't want to be an organ donor, as she didn't want her organs to be given to a meat eater.
Okay. It's not going to matter. She's not going to be able to decide on anything anyway.
Well, in that case, I'd have just the thing for her. Okay. Although she probably wouldn't eat this because technically I think it would be chicken-based. But you can now, according to Men's Journal, you can now drink ramen-flavored beer.
Okay.
Would that be the button on the White House desk?
No, not for me.
Ramen-flavored beer button. Totally right now.
Apparently, I'm looking at a picture of this. It says cup of beer. We've seen beers that have been brewed all kinds of unexpected foods, oysters, pizza, donuts, and curry. Suffice to say, craft beers mixed with seemingly odd ingredients are hardly a shock anymore.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, a Franken brew comes along that causes a scrunched up nose reflex that immediately piques our curiosity more than others. Today, that atrocity is a ramen ghost that is distributed in Texas and was brewed with 55 pounds of actual ramen noodles, aptly named Cup O' Beer.
Wow, a lot of starch. Wow, a lot of... Man.
It's a limited edition release. A sour goose slapped it with a straightforward label that says noodle flavor. Interesting. The brewery's Facebook page describes the beer as light and tart. It's also made with ginger, lime, lemongrass, and a seaweed-cured sea salt. Absent from the ingredient list, and probably thankful, are the powdered flavor packets of chicken, beef, shrimp, or obscure oriental flavor. Don't expect the charge in your to change in your couch to cover it. It's about $7 a bottle or more.
That's about how much you'd pay like at a bar, I guess.
Yeah,
pretty much, yeah.
You can pretty much buy a brick of ramen for that.
Are you kidding? You can buy a month's worth of ramen for $7.
Only a month? Where are you shopping?
Oh, believe me, okay. There have been times in my life, man, when I did the ramen. I did the ramen Roomba, man.
Yeah, yep. I don't think I want ramen beer. Okay, so there's one more story left. I don't know if you want to take it, Mike, or should I?
I'll take it. We'll close it out. So, okay, well, do you need to vent? Well, there's a hotline for you to scream it out. Do you ever hear the news and just want to scream? Maybe you're just raging 10 months into the pandemic and you're just having a regular old tough day. There's a number you can dial to just yell into the void. The hotline was set up by Chris Gulmer, an elementary school teacher and an artist in New York City. In the fall, before the election, he could see people might need a place to vent. So he set up a voicemail and a website called Just Scream that encourages people to wait for the beep, scream, hang up. That's all there is to it. I figured maybe I would only get friends and family calling in, but I think we're over 120,000 screams now, he tells NPR. As for what people should scream, Gulmer leaves that up to you. He listens to all the calls before publishing them. The most common thing The most common thing is just they'll call in and make a 2-second, 3-second long scream, he says. Think classic horror movie whale. He also gets recordings of people encouraging their babies to scream, callers bellowing opening line of The Circle of Life from The Lion King, and those leaving non-screaming messages of hope.
There you go. There you go.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Shit!
My goop candle exploded.
And I
Joe
can't
Exotic
get
did
up.
get pardoned.
Yeah.
They took away my button for Diet Coke.
My apples are full of cocaine.
I was half tempted to say we should try to figure out a way to call it, but
my sex Jenga game didn't come in yet.
No.
Cocaine Hippos. That's a band waiting to happen.
Yeah.
That's an awesome band name.
Yeah, it's founded
Hippos.
by by former workers of Pablo Escobar.
I cheated on my robot wife.
Now think about this. Isn't that the ultimate revenge of Pablo Escobar? It's not in any way, shape, or form anything you would imagine. At any point, did you check the box of Pablo Escobar will get his revenge with hippos? I don't think anybody.
I think Hasbro has to get in on the action and make a
hungry cocaine hippos. Of course, instead of little balls, they just like little spoons and get
little bags of cocaine.
Are you kidding me? If they really had real cocaine, and if they were really having real cocaine, there wouldn't be a force anymore.
Now with real cocaine.
Yeah.
Sounds like a breakfast cereal. Cocaine.
Yeah. What button do you press? What button do you press in the White House for that shit?
Cocaine hippos.
Cocaine hippos. Can you imagine all these hippo shapes with little bags of cocaine shapes and cereal? Part of a complete breakfast.
Yeah. Little pieces of Joe Exotics, and
marshmallow shaped Joe Exotics.
Yeah, I don't think I want to know about that. All right, Mike, where can they send us stuff for day? And
where can they send us?
What can they do?
What can they do? Well, we appreciate you listening for one thing.
Thank you.
We're on Instagram and Twitter at SOTRT Podcast. We're on YouTube. Click the bell, subscribe, when you get new content. And, of course, all these crazy stories, most of them at least, are on the Squares Roundtable Facebook page. And you can listen to our other show. That's the Squares Roundtable, aptly named. And, of course, you can download the show on your usual podcast hosting platforms, i.e. Google, Apple, Spotify, Anchor. Ivan is on twitch.tv at Java and Ivan. Jeff is on Facebook and YouTube at Steinamite Productions. You can, of course, send us an email if you like. SOTRTpodcast at gmail.com.
Yeah, you can send the emails to Mike and everything. He knows how to read.
No, we just press a button. Somebody comes in and does that for us.
Like one of our interns that never show up for half the day.
Yeah, exactly.
Joe Exotic is maybe going to get out and deal with the hippos. Make him the
hippo.
He'll
take the guy that's married to the robot with him and everything, and he can turn him over, and Joe Exotic can go, "Okay, guys, ding ding."
So that'll do. Episode 83.
83.
Good year of News of the Squared.
Thank you for joining us, everybody. Appreciate you all very much on each and every platform. Hope you'll join us next time here on News of the Squared, and of course from myself and from Jeff. And for Mike, we bid you so long.
Oh, and don't forget to follow the Iron Sheik on Twitter, because
please.
You do that, you're
cool.
do that, you're a jabroni.
Yeah.
Well, fucking suplex you and fucking
yeah, that's right. You did.
And make you humble.